Now, the attack inside that Nashville school is once again raising concern about school safety in our area. Last June, shortly after the school shooting in Uvalde, Texas, where a gunman killed 19 students and 2 teachers, Jacksonville's mayor and school superintendent announced an investment in a private security company that would train all Duval County Public School employees. The company was also hired to conduct surveys of schools with suggestions of how to make them safer. But now, 10 months later, and on the heels of yet another mass shooting at a school, News4JAX I-Team investigator Vic Michelucci has learned that training and assessment already paid for hasn't been done yet.
When city and school leaders announced they'd bring in this company for training and assessment, there was a lot of hope that it could stop a school shooting in Duval County. We obtained records showing the city spent more than $36,000 in taxpayer money to pay for these services, but the school district has not moved forward with the company. DCPS leaders told me this afternoon that they want to make it clear they are doing school shooter training and are taking steps to protect schools. It just hasn't been with this certain contractor. Surveillance video shows the 28-year-old shooter pulling up, then easily getting through the front doors of the Covenant School in Nashville. The former student firing through the glass and then walking in.
There are solutions out there that would have stopped the shooter in the tracks. Between window film and security glass, there are products out there that would have kept the attacker outside the building.
Tom Chiz is a former SWAT officer who co-founded Armoured One, a New York-based security company that specializes in protecting schools. Chiz arrived in Nashville last night to study what went wrong. We went to their headquarters in upstate New York, where they manufacture and test glass and film to slow down a shooter. It's not bulletproof, but it's hard to breach. The company says giving students and staff inside time to run and hide, while at the same time giving police time to get to the scene and stop the attack. Chiz tells us in this case, the school had a tint film, which was no match for the shooter's high-powered rifles.
People believe that if you have a locked door that it's going to keep someone out.
We put Armoured One's film and glass to the test, and even after we shot through the top-grade, more expensive products, it took a long time and a lot of effort to get through. Chiz believes at the Nashville school, it would have made a big difference.
As you saw in the surveillance footage that you're showing, that shooter shooting into the building would have injured or killed no one. The shooter's goal is to get to the classroom and get to where the students are to kill. And the purpose of the product is to keep them outside of the building or outside of a classroom so they cannot kill, so they cannot see their victims, so they do not have that control.
Back on June 1st, 2022, after the Uvalde shooting, Jacksonville leaders like the mayor, city council, and superintendent of schools announced a contract with Armoured One. To start, it would provide training for all DCPS staff, and the company would do campus evaluations to look for weak points. The city brokered the deal. The contract shows a quote of $199,650. A company grant and scholarship knocked that price down significantly to $36,300, paid for with the mayor's contingency fund. The city provided this document proving tax dollars paid for those services. It left the door open for infrastructure improvements in the future. But the News4JAX I-Team has learned that 10 months later, Duval County Public Schools has not used Armoured One services beyond that initial news conference. Mayor Lenny Curry telling us today, the city of Jacksonville and my administration have provided everything needed to take the first steps in implementing the comprehensive and proven program provided by Armoured One. The next step is full cooperation from Duval County Public Schools in understanding the urgency of initiating and assisting in facilitating the training needed and continued support of safety recommendations and modifications to the current protocol within our public schools. I asked Armoured One's CEO Tom Chiz about this live on the morning show today. Where do we stand with your relationship there?
There's still a relationship there, and we're waiting on Duval County really to step it up between glass security and through the training that they need to be ready to go to be prepared. God forbid something like this happens.
Lobbying firm Ballard Partners represents Armoured One, and at the time of the deal, some brought up a potential conflict of interest, as managing partner Jordan Ellsbury is Mayor Curry's former chief of staff. DCPS leaders point out that they do extensive training up to state standards. We were invited to one of those drills over the summer. They sent us a statement this afternoon saying this: "We have vetted the Armoured One offer provided by the city. We found their services to be similar to training and assessments we already have in place. Each year, teachers and school staff members must be trained on each school's safety plan, and active shooter training is already a part of these plans. However, we do plan to provide the Armoured One online training as part of our optional curriculum, and we are currently working with the company to upload that training into our systems." I'm Vic Michelucci, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Vic. And if you'd like to watch our special report on the tests we ran on attack-resistant glass and the training that goes into the plan, go to our website, news4jax.com.